All right, it's early. Thanks to swinging by Shane's Main Shop. It is early spring here in Maine. It's actually March 1st. Yeah, March 1st, and it's so nice out today. Even though the other day we had ice, and I knew you probably seen some videos of cold weather. Maybe not, but anyway, I'm just going to do a quick once over on the Jeep here, check the fluids and stuff like that, and give you an update, and I'll let you listen to the the thumping and knocking that it's still doing if you happen to see one of my previous videos on the Jeep. So I already went around and checked all the tires. They need a little bit of air because of a little accident I had and ended up bending the rim. Here, I'll show you that real quick. So these are brand new rims. In fact, I think I did a video putting them on, and they weren't on more than 2-3 months. And I was trying to make, I was making a corner, pulling into work. I was doing like 5 miles an hour, and I just kept sliding and sliding, and I slammed right into the center medium between in the driveway, pulling into work. And you can see it really bent it up bad. So I have another rim anyway, so I'm going to make this the spare because it is holding air, believe it or not. And I'll put a new one on here, put this as a spare as long as it's holding air. So in an emergency situation, at least I will have this as a spare. So let's just get under the hood real quick, check all the fluids, and then we'll fire it up so you can hear some new sounds. First thing I'm going to do is check the oil, so I'll move the camera around there real quick. See, but on this Jeep, this is just a 4-cylinder. The dipstick is on the left-hand side when you're looking at it from the front. And we'll just pull it out. I'll look at it quickly before I wipe it off. And the oil doesn't look terrible, and it's just at the bottom of the safe, so it looks like we need to add some, but we'll wipe it off now and then check it again. I never go by the first inspection, even though it's been sitting here for a day and a half now, so I know it's not up in the engine. All right, I get that down in there all the way, pull it back out, and that is correct. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it probably not. That sun is really bright. But it's just at the bottom of the safe. So it does need a little bit of oil. So we'll go ahead and do that. It probably needs about a quart. It's probably about all that's left in this jug here. That's probably going to do it right there. Let that settle down in. While that's settling in, this is a good time of year also to check our washer fluid. And you can actually see it from here. I'll point right there. You can see there's quite a bit still in there, but I gotta go over there and just double check, make sure everything looks good. Yeah, there's still plenty in here. I could add some more, but I don't think I have any at the moment. So we're gonna call that good. The other thing we're gonna check is the coolant, which is right here. The radiator is right here, and it looks like this is low. It sure is. So it's cold, so I know it's safe to take this off here. Check directly into the radiator as well. Yeah, the radiator definitely looks low. I don't know if I have any antifreeze. All right, so I do have some antifreeze here. I'll put this back on. Well, good thing the cover was on that. All I'm going to do is bring this up to the cold mark, which is right down there. And I got the mix with any kind. This has the green stuff in it, but I buy this because we use it in other vehicles as well. It has a different, so this is always a pain in the, you know what. All right, she's at the full cold mark. I'll have to check this again because this is low, so I suspect once I run it, it's going to take some in there, and then I'll wait a day and I'll just check it again after I've run it to make sure this is where it needs to be. But it definitely needs some. It's down quite a bit. So now that's taken care of. All right, now we can go back to the oil and make sure that is good. That's had a chance to drain down in there really good and get a fairly accurate reading. Now this time I won't read it right away because if the oil is running down past the dipstick, it'll get on it and give you a totally inaccurate reading. So when you add oil, don't check it unless you wipe it off first and re-dip it. Because you could get a false reading of it being full because as the oil was going down, it got on the dipstick itself. All right, we're right up at right in the middle, a little bit above the middle of the safe mark. So that is also now good. So put that back in. Now this has dripped out enough. Grab that. Place the cover on that. That's good. All right, so while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and check the power steering fluid. Now we'll move you back around here a little bit. So I got a clean rag so we don't cross-contaminate anything. Pull this out. Oh, I can already see it's right up there where it needs to be. It's right. It was right in the middle of that. Hopefully you can see that. It was right in the middle, right where it needs to be. But I'll double check it one more time. Yeah, it's right perfect. So that's good. So we know our power steering's in good shape. Next we're going to check the brake fluid, which is right back here. And for this, I'm going to try to wipe it all off first. This is something you really don't want to mess around with, as far as you don't want anything, foreign material, getting in to your brake cylinders, your brake system at all. So just take a minute before you check anything. Wipe it down as best you can. Blow off any extra. And then, before I even open it, I can see it's right where it needs to be. I don't know if you can see there, but there's an add and a full mark. It'll be clearly on yours too. And it's right just below the full mark. I am going to go ahead and open it up and just look at the color of it as well. And it looks pretty good. It looks still pretty clear. And it's right where it needs to be. So we'll go ahead and replace that carefully. That's all set. All right, so we've checked the oil, we've checked the washer fluid, we've checked the antifreeze, we've checked the power steering fluid, and we've checked the brake fluid. That's really about all the fluids we're going to be checking under the hood here. And I'm not climbing under it today to check any of the differential fluids. That's something I would do just once a year. A brake. And it's full too. So you want to check this too. I think this is part of the booster system. You just want to confirm that that's full as well. So there's only one more thing I'm going to check real quick under the hood, and that's going to be the air filter. So we'll swing you back over here. Now for the air filter, this vehicle is nice and easy to work on. Everything is right here. But it's right here, and it's got 4 clips. One here, one here, one here, one here. I see that one's already off. Just going to want to pop these back. And then this is going to lift up. Oh, there's a 5th clip on this one. Back there. We'll lift this up. Slide it out. You can disconnect it from there. There's no problem. Probably ought to tighten that up though. And it looks good on this side, but I am going to check the other side because that's where the dirt comes in. And it looks fine. It looks like at one time something chewed at it, or it's the way it's rubbing on that or something. But everything looks good. The air goes in here, and then it goes through this filter before it gets to the engine, and this filter looks pretty good. And if I hold it up into the light, I can clearly see the sun through it, so that's not bad at all. We'll go ahead and replace this. Oh, there we go. There we go. One more. There we go. All right. Air filter's in good shape. So all of the general things that you should check on a regular basis, I have done. And everything looks pretty good, and we topped off anything that didn't. Now, let's start this thing up so you can hear the difference. And when I say difference, it's not any better from the last time. I still have not tackled the timing chain issue. And on top of that, we have developed an exhaust manifold leak way in the back corner I'm going to have to deal with. But let's fire it up so you can hear it. So that ticking you're hearing is not the timing chain. You'll hear the timing chain. I won't let it run that long, but you would hear that if I were to let it warm up and it starts to loosen up. What you're hearing is an exhaust manifold leak way in the back. It's just blowing by on the back end. So that's something we're definitely going to have to tackle when spring is really here and we have plenty of good weather. Other than that, pretty good. So as you can hear, we have a project to do. Other than that, she's been running okay. It does need a few things here and there to keep it on the road for another year, but we'll tackle that later. Anyways, hey, thanks for swinging by Shane's Main Shop. Please like, subscribe, comment, come back often for more videos. I have not been releasing as many lately because I've been busy with my other channel as well. And if you're interested in checking that out, it's 2campinggurus.com. Well, that's the website, but it's 2campinggurus on YouTube. Take a look over there, tell me what you think, and as always, have a great day.